Inspired by my Christmas tradition of purposely giving horrible gifts to the people in my life. For instance, this year I'm going through people's old MySpace accounts and other tag photos to find the ugliest picture of them ever captured in the wild, blow up some giant print, and send it to them with a thoughtful message like, "Merry Christmas, asshole." So I figured, why not do something similar here? Give you some of my favorite painfully grueling sets and exercises to help you put on muscle that could potentially kill you, because it's the least I can do. And I've been trying to come up with a catchy name, but so far all I've got is sets that make you shit, so that's gonna have to work. Let's get after it. All right, for the first painful set that keeps on giving, we're starting off with a bicep exercise, but you can just as easily use the same concept on triceps, and I'm using cables because I connect with them better, but if you don't have access to cables, you can do this with dumbbells as well, because what we're doing is an ascending and descending drop set. So you're gonna start with a moderate weight you can hit for 20 reps. Then you're gonna go up in weight, and you're gonna try to hit 20 reps again. If you can, great. You just keep going up until you fail to hit 20 reps. Once you fail, you start dropping that weight back down until you get to that original starting weight, at which point you should look down and notice there's a little Hershey's Kiss on the ground, hence the name, sets that make you shit. All right, next up, we got a pretty horrible squat variation. But before we do, I've had people ask me, where do I come up with these things? And it may be hard to believe, but when I was younger, I was even more of an asshole than I am now. I used to invite friends to come train with me just to see if I could break them. And looking back, probably not the smartest move from a legal standpoint, because my buddies would show up with the smell of alcohol just radiating off of them, and they're covered in glitter from whatever dancer they're trying to put through college. Here, I'm gonna need you to sign this napkin, just in case I push you too hard and your heart explodes, or you do something stupid like hold your breath the whole time, you have a prolapse issue and your ass falls out. All right, this is one of my favorite kind of sets because it's designed with no end in mind. It's only over when you tap out, tuck that thing between your legs, and call it a day. Because what we're doing is a squat with a pause at the bottom that gets progressively longer. So you're gonna start out by squatting down, hold the bottom for a second, squat back up, squat back down, 2 seconds, 3, you get the idea. You just keep pushing it till you get to your breaking point. And the cool part about it is just like the 100 rep squat challenge, it's a great way to start your workout because you're gonna be using a weight you normally warm up with anyways. So those first couple reps, you're gonna be like, all right, I'm getting greased up. About halfway through, you're gonna be like, this fucking sucks. And by the end of it, can I go home? All right, next up, we're doing the lat pull down variation, but let me give you more specifics on it because I'm tweaking the way I'm doing it and I'm targeting more of the upper back, hitting those rear delts and traps at the same time. So the first thing is I'm using 2 individual handles. That way I can pull them apart at the bottom of the contraction, makes it a little bit more dynamic and really gets that upper back involved. Second thing is I'm flaring those elbows out and pulling nice and high, making the contraction of those traps stop the movement. So as I'm coming down, once those traps are fully flexed, I'm stuck. I'm trying to pull apart, get a little bit more engagement out of that upper back, but then I'm done. I'm not trying to pull it down any lower. Just make those traps, finish the movement, flex rear delts, traps, upper back, and then back up. And the key to making this a great one is picking the right weight. You want something that's gonna kick your ass for 20, and then you gotta breathe a second, and yank down 10, 5, 2, 2, 1, until you get to 50. So feel free to regift these or come up with your own and share them using the hashtag sets that make you shit because I'm sure Instagram will appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel or you haven't already, you're gonna wanna watch these next. And as always, most importantly, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and get after it, get growing. Talk to you soon.